Hi, first of all, I would like to explain this. My mic has been broken forever, and I either sacrifice the sound quality or I put a watermark in the top, so this time I thought I would add this and sacrifice the camera aesthetic. Today I'm going to talk about Rise. Rise is a really good show, guys, if you haven't started it. So basically the show is based on a book called Drama High, which is based on a real teacher, I think, so I've heard. But basically the show is about a school called Stanton High, and they're putting on Spring Awakening for their school after a new drama teacher who used to be the English teacher comes in and kind of like takes over everything. So they're doing Spring Awakening, and it brings like all of these challenges along with it, and it's really good. I've heard a lot of people compare it to Glee. I think the first episode, the storyline kind of started out like Glee, but now it's been on for a month, and I think it really has like set itself apart from Glee in like kind of big ways. So first let's talk about the actors. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. Something that I noticed was that when they're singing their songs, which first of all, this is the reason it's not like Glee. It's not like Glee, and the reason that they don't just burst out into song. Like, all of their songs are completely in rehearsal. Whereas with Glee, you had some that were in rehearsal, and then you had a bunch that were just, like, their thoughts that they put into song. And this isn't like that at all. Rise is very much a drama. And I think, by comparing it to Rise, or by comparing Rise to Glee, you're gonna look at the drama of it and not get it. Like, you're gonna think of it as a comedy, and it's not gonna seem as good. Because I did that for the first episode. I compared it to Glee, and I was like, this isn't, I mean, it's okay, but it's not that great. And now that I'm not comparing it to Glee, it's much better. Now let's talk about their production of Spring Awakening. First of all, I think it's going to be amazing, but I don't know if the route it's taking is going to be the same as everything that we know. They talked about making it like a blend between like that time and modern time, which I'm not super in love with, but then they kind of shot that down. But now they're kind of, I don't know where we are because, I don't know, it's just kind of like all jumbled right now. But I think however it turns out, it's going to be really good, and it's going to work very well. My favorite episodes with shows that are about shows is always their performance and like their rehearsal, like their last rehearsal where it's all about their rehearsal and then all about their performance and like backstage stuff. I love that. The characters in Rise are pretty good. I mean, I don't think any of them are really stock characters. Some of them might lack a bit of emotional depth, but I mean, like, they'll work on that. Like, they're on their 4th episode. We need time to get to know them, you know? I think whether or not you like Spring Awakening, whether or not you like Glee, whether or not you like theater, it's a good show to watch. Well, maybe if you don't like theater, maybe it'll take you a while to get into it. But I think it's a really good show for bridging the gap between the theater community and the world. Rise is just about theater. Glee was about music. So that's another difference. This video is so scattered. Another thing that I'm just going to say really quickly is that I love that this show is bringing Spring Awakening to more people who might have been like kind of into theater or just kind of into the show itself, maybe not even into theater at all, and are now like learning about Spring Awakening. I think that's really cool. I read an article that Entertainment Weekly put out, and I read it this morning actually, and it was talking about how a lot of schools are actually starting to do Spring Awakening, and how a lot of the bad stuff in there is really all directorial. Like, you can direct that stuff out of it. It's not written into the script per se. Like, it's not part of the storyline. You can take some of the bad stuff out and still have a great story. That like got my hopes up so high because I really want to do the show, and I think that taking the unnecessary bad stuff out of it is going to let more people take in the good stuff and take in the message that it has and take in the thought that it, you know, it's kind of like food for thought, and that's good. That's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry that was super scattered, and I'm sorry about the mic, and I'm sorry about everything. Comment below what you're thinking of Rise so far, and who's your favorite character. I think my favorite character is Stephanie J. Block's character. And also, like, I don't know, I really like Mr. Mazu, and I like Robbie. Yeah, I really like Robbie. Have a great day. Have a great life. I love you. Bye.